few aircraft have earned the kind of battlefield reputation enjoyed by the A-10 Thunderbolt II, affectionately called the Warthog. For nearly half a century, this rugged warplane has struck fear into armored formations and provided irreplaceable protection for troops in harm's way. Known for its ferocious GAU-8 Avenger cannon, titanium armor, and legendary survivability, the A-10 remains one of the most distinctive aircraft in the U.S. arsenal. Now, in 2025, with the U.S. Air Force modernizing its fleet, the Warthog continues to prove its worth, even as new threats emerge and adversaries devise tactics to counter its dominance. Origins, built for the Cold War, perfected in combat. The A-10's story begins in the 1970s, amid Cold War tensions and the looming threat of massive Soviet armored offensives. The U.S. military needed a specialized aircraft capable of close air support, delivering precise, devastating firepower to protect soldiers under fire. Unlike sleek supersonic fighters such as the F-35 or F-16, the A-10 was deliberately designed as a subsonic, highly survivable tank killer. Its mission was straightforward but deadly: loiter over the battlefield, absorb punishment, and obliterate enemy armor before it could overwhelm friendly ground forces. The heart of the beast. At the core of the Warthog's fearsome reputation is its 7-barrel GAU-8 Avenger Gatling gun. This massive 30mm cannon can unleash up to 3,900 rounds per minute, with each projectile capable of penetrating tank armor using depleted uranium or high-explosive incendiary rounds. The gun is so powerful that its recoil force equals the thrust of one of the aircraft's engines, meaning that firing it can actually slow the A-10 in mid-flight. It's a uniquely intimidating trait that no other aircraft in the world can claim. But the Warthog's armament extends far beyond its main gun. With 16,000 pounds of payload capacity, it can carry AGM-65 Maverick missiles, laser-guided bombs, joint direct attack munitions, and rockets. This flexibility makes it equally adept at precision strikes or wide-area suppression. Armor, durability, and pilot survival. One of the most celebrated aspects of the A-10 is its near-mythical survivability. The cockpit is encased in a 1,200-pound titanium bathtub, protecting the pilot from small arms fire, anti-aircraft artillery, and even some missile hits. The engines are mounted high on the fuselage to reduce infrared signature and protect against ground fire. The Warthog can fly with one engine, half a tail, or even with part of a wing missing. In fact, history is filled with tales of A-10s limping home after sustaining catastrophic damage. One famous case came during Operation Iraqi Freedom, when Captain Kim Campbell manually flew her heavily damaged A-10 back to base after taking enemy fire over Baghdad. A testament to both the machine's resilience and the pilot's skill. Decades of service. From the Gulf War to Afghanistan, Iraq, and beyond, the Warthog has demonstrated its unmatched ability to loiter over the battlefield, deliver precise firepower, and stay in the fight when other aircraft have to retreat. In Afghanistan's Operation Anaconda, A-10s flew in broad daylight against dug-in enemy positions when other aircraft were considered too vulnerable. In Desert Storm, they destroyed hundreds of Iraqi tanks and vehicles, often absorbing damage and returning to base for quick repairs before flying again the same day. Modern upgrades, the A-10 Sierra. Despite repeated attempts by the Air Force to retire it, the A-10 has been repeatedly upgraded to meet modern needs. The A-10C variant, introduced in 2006, brought advanced targeting capabilities through Lightning and Sniper pods, enabling pinpoint delivery of smart munitions. In 2022, new wings were installed to extend the aircraft's service life. The cockpit received Thales Vision Scorpion helmet-mounted displays, providing real-time targeting data comparable to fifth-generation fighters like the F-35. These upgrades have ensured that the Warthog remains lethal and relevant in permissive air environments, where enemy air defenses are limited. The Warthog on today's front lines. In 2025, the A-10 is still actively deployed. This year, squadrons were sent to Al Dhafra Air Base in the United Arab Emirates to counter missile and drone threats from Yemen's Houthi forces. Warthogs have also participated in joint exercises with allies like the Philippines, deterring Chinese aggression in the Pacific. These missions underscore the aircraft's continued value, not just to U.S. forces, but also to allies who recognize its ability to deliver rapid, overwhelming support in ground engagements. The modern battlefield. While the A-10 is unmatched in certain scenarios, it is not invincible. Modern surface-to-air missile systems like Russia's S-400 and China's HQ-9 present serious challenges. These systems can detect and target aircraft at long ranges, making the A-10's low and slow attack profile risky in contested airspace. Portable air defense systems such as the Russian 9K-38 Igla or Chinese FN-6 are also dangerous. During Desert Storm 6, A-10s were lost to such weapons, split evenly between shoulder-fired missiles and vehicle-mounted launchers. To counter these threats, the Warthog employs electronic countermeasures, infrared decoys, and terrain-hugging flight paths to stay below radar detection. When the Warthog bites back, although designed for ground attack, the A-10 is not defenseless in the skies. It can carry AIM-9 Sidewinder missiles for self-defense and, thanks to its tight turn radius, is surprisingly nimble at low speeds. In one remarkable incident during Desert Storm, an A-10 destroyed an Iraqi helicopter with its GAU-8 cannon, a rare air-to-air victory that perfectly illustrates the aircraft's adaptability. Drones, loitering munitions, and the future fight. As warfare evolves, some militaries are turning to drones and loitering munitions to take on roles traditionally filled by the A-10. Russia's Lancet drones in Ukraine, for example, have targeted armored vehicles without risking a pilot's life. However, these unmanned systems lack the Warthog's long loiter time, rapid response, and ability to dynamically adjust to changing battlefield conditions with human judgment. Until drones can match that versatility, the A-10 retains a distinct edge. Retirement looms, or does it? The U.S. Air Force has signaled plans to retire the A-10 by 2029, replacing it with multi-rolled aircraft such as the F-35. While the F-35 offers stealth and advanced sensors, critics argue it cannot match the A-10's durability, firepower, or cost-effectiveness in the KAS role. Some defense analysts and lawmakers have floated the idea of transferring A-10 operations to the U.S. Army, ensuring that ground forces maintain direct control over close air support. Others have suggested donating retired A-10s to allied nations. Ukraine has been mentioned as a possible recipient. A legend that won't fade. For the soldiers on the ground, the sound of an approaching A-10 is more than just reassurance. It's survival. The distinctive burr-T of the GAU-8 cannon has become a symbol of safety to troops pinned down under enemy fire. Special operations personnel have described the Warthog as a guardian angel that hovers overhead and rains destruction on enemy positions. It's a level of psychological and physical support that no other aircraft has replicated with quite the same presence. The final verdict: the A-10 Warthog's continued service in 2025 is a testament to its exceptional design, fearless pilots, and adaptability. While its retirement seems inevitable within the next few years, its impact will echo far beyond its last official mission. Whether countering insurgents in remote valleys or deterring near-peer adversaries in contested waters, the Warthog remains a cornerstone of American air power. It is quite simply more than an aircraft, it's a legend. And as long as it flies, its distinctive roar will remain one of the most comforting and terrifying sounds on any battlefield. And that's the story of the A-10 Warthog. So, what do you think? Should the A-10 keep flying well past 2029, or is it finally time to hand over the skies to newer jets like the F-35? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We love hearing from you. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of America's most legendary warplanes, hit that like and subscribe.